Whilst the essence of government is the security and welfare of the people, our personal security should be our individual priority. I'm talking about securing Edo State today because I've recently watched with amazement the blame game going on in Edo State with regard to the security situation in the country. And so I cannot afford to just keep quiet because Edo, like the Nigerian situation, has been bedeviled with insecurity for a long time now. So when I hear people talk about or previous government boast about how improved security was in their time, I ask myself, if they're actually talking about the same Edo we all know, or memories are failing all of us. Anyway, I don't blame anybody because they play politics with everything for this country. So just let's do an analysis and go down memory lane so that we will refresh our memory. I don't want to start from the Lawrence Anini and Monday Subot days because our Gen Z no go understand and time no go permit us. But let me start from November 2012 when, what can be best described as the Lawrence Anini armed robbery days in Dembende State, when armed robbers attacked Auchi town, raced down a police station, killing 3 soldiers and 15 civilians, and then went ahead to rob 3 banks, uprooting the bank doors. All those ones, no be security too, and it happened in Edo. Before then, these armed robbers also had previously robbed 2 banks in the same Auchi in April of the same year. And well, I know some of you will say it's an isolated incident, but at least you remember the court-related activities and incessant robberies in some part of the Benin metropolis that led to the formation of the Rebel Coalition to bring lasting peace. But did the peace last? That one is debatable. Also, you remember the killing of Comrade Olaiton Oyerinde, the then Principal Secretary to Governor Shomole, while he was governor in 2012, May 2012. Also, remember in August 2013, Chief Mike Ozekome was kidnapped along the Benin-Auchi Road, where about 4 mobile policemen were killed. And as at that time, that road was a no-go area. People were no longer traveled on that road. Because I remember even a former local government chairman, I think Afegwa, was either kidnapped or killed on that road, including my late friend Wahab Ali Agbo, was also kidnapped on that road. I know many people deserted the road. 2020, the state governorship election saw thuggery and violence wear different colors as political thugs competed for the most violent among themselves. With some allegedly wearing state badges, including the ones that attacked Oshomole at the airport in February 2020. All these incidents, are they not insecurity? How about March 2022? Armed robbers against Shukuromi to his foundation as 7 persons, including police officers, were killed following an armed robbery attack in the town. And, 4 banks were robbed and a police station. All of these, they happened for Edo. It didn't happen in Belgium. It happened in the same Edo. Edo became so notorious for robbery and kidnapping to the extent that even the state PDP chairman was kidnapped sometimes in 2024. And fear no even let some of us go back home again because we know how many of our relatives and friends were kidnapped and we have to be collecting money like Osusu to pay ransom. If we enter the matter of it, a court killing in the state, we know we'll come out here today. As that one became almost a daily occurrence to the extent that even fraud was elevated to a decent, respectable means of livelihood. Where you hear, now Yahoo Boys donate this one, and Yahoo Boys, donate that one. How about the 2024 governorship election? Was political thuggery and violence not elevated to a state act? To the extent that the policeman was killed. And, in the process, our former governor, during campaign, just like Obasanjo told us that the election was going to be a do or die affair. Anyway, if you have forgotten, me, I know they forget. As a record keeper, I keep records. Anyway, I just decided to mention just a few because the list is endless. If you remember, add your own. So when I hear people that contributed to insecurity in the state boast about making Edo a safe haven in their time, I just know that it's either an aquale something they talk or a political bubu-yaya. But however, every government should know that Edo State being a strategic gateway state, linking the north and southern part of Nigeria, and with militancy in Niger Delta and banditry in the north, the state will certainly become, we face consequential territorial insecurity as a fallout of the Nigerian insecurity vacuum. So the government, like Boy Scouts must say, must always be prepared at all times. So I will therefore advocate, while I appreciate the effort of previous government at solving the problems, including the building of the Arasi Command and Control Center by the Obaseki-led administration, I also want to salute the effort of this current government, Senator Monday Okpewolo, considering the short time he's been in office, and the proactive step he has taken so far in amending the state anti-kidnapping laws and the purchase of brand new vehicles and equipment for all security forces in the state, and especially the demolition of places hitherto used as hideouts by kidnappers. These are big steps in the right direction that should be commended. Also, being a gateway state to the north and south of the country, The federal government should, as a matter of urgency, set up a tactical command base comprising of all military, army, air force, navy, and police with modern technological equipment, like the one they have in the Directorate of Military Intelligence, to respond to security challenges in the state, especially the menace of kidnapping, banditry, and invasion of herdsmen who are fleeing the military onslaught from the north and running down south, so that all the other southern states will be safe. The state government should reorganize and rejig the local vigilante forces and ensure that their jurisdiction does not extend beyond the locality of the people. There is a situation where you take somebody from Ugbawo to go and do vigilante in Kenwa, should be discouraged. Also, with the state's government increasing their allocation to the state-owned universities and tertiary institutions, it is high time that technology, job creation, and entrepreneurial development should be enhanced as studies in the universities. Instead of just teaching students how to look for job, they should be creating jobs. While government also at all strata should cut down on cost and plow the savings from subsidy removal into critical sectors like mechanized farming and agricultural development, and there will be food and insecurity will reduce. Lastly, the federal government should dredge the river Niger and river Benue to deepen the riverbed as a way of keeping it, from overflowing its bank, to help save crops and also keep farmers safe in the community. And I believe that if these few areas are implemented, we would have collectively taken a big leap in securing Edo State and possibly extend the template to protecting Nigeria instead of this selfish blame game that we are seeing politicians playing. Well, like I always say, time no go permit me, I don't talk my own. Also, you can talk your own by sharing your thoughts with us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. Feel free to share and like. For he who does not know and does not know that he does not know is a fool and will die in his ignorance. But he who knows and knows that he knows is a wise man. Follow him. See you next week.